Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now today, once again, we're going to be predicting Premier League games. Dad has sent in predictions, Lewis has sent in predictions, and another one of my mates has also sent in with some he'd like to put in. Won't be counting towards the season titles because obviously other people have played. But without further ado, talk about the points from last week. I got 9 points, Dad got 7 points, and Lewis got 8. I think that's the closest game week we've had ever, in comparison to others where Dad has been quite far off because he just predicts weird scores. That leaves the season totals with me on 27 points in the lead, followed by Lewis on 23 points, then Dad on 17. We did miss out 1 week of point scoring, which I might have to go back and do and add that on, but that's how it stands at the minute. First game of this week is Villa, who host Arsenal at Villa Park. Now, start of this season, people would have said, well, Arsenal should be battering teams like Villa. Arsenal, though, they've not been very good. Especially on the week, they went down to 9 men, then lost 2-1 to Wolves. One of those men was their keeper, Bernd Leno. So I'm thinking Matt Ryan could come into play this game. David Luiz also out injured, one of their centre-backs. So that could have a negative effect on the defence as much as he's not very good. As a result, I think Villa won't beat Arsenal because Villa themselves also are a very good unit. But they lost in midweek as well, so I think it'll be a 2-2 draw, Villa versus Arsenal. Lewis, he believes Villa will be beating Arsenal. He believes that'll be 2-1. Fair prediction. And Dad has gone for 1-0. Now, my mate Marvin, he sent in and he says 2-2, same as me. I'm guessing he just believes one side's not really better than the other one. Now we move on. Brighton travel to Turf Moor to play Burnley. Sean Dyche having given quite a funny interview the other day. I'll put a clip of it in now.
Thank you very much. Has anybody ever told you look just like Mick Hucknall?
Ethan, can you say that? Apparently I look very much like Chris Evans too. I mean, I can't see it, personally speaking, I can't see it, but apparently I do, so it's a fair point that you make. Thank you very much for reminding everyone of that clear fact that I obviously do look like Mick Hucknall. Thank you. See, James, right? If you want to get to the depth of real reporting, go around the Premier League and ask all of the Premier League managers, do you play the looky-likey game? And if they give you a boring answer, we'll drive down and we'll slap them with a wet fish.
But after that interview's passed, is it going to be good enough for them to win the game? I don't think so. Brighton have taken back-to-back wins against huge clubs, Tottenham and Liverpool. Liverpool away as well, something that Burnley themselves did do. However, I think Brighton will be beating Burnley. I think it'll be 1-0 in a close encounter. Lewis thinks it'll be 2-2 and Dad thinks 1-1. Marvin has also sent in, he thinks it'll be 1-1 as well. Newcastle, they now play the team that got battered midweek. They got battered 9-0. Away at Man United, that is Southampton. I've gone for a simple result here, 1-1. Don't think Southampton will bounce back. I think they will end their 4-game losing run, but I think they'll do it against the Newcastle side that are the same as them. They're not playing very well recently. Don't think one side's better than the other. Lewis has agreed with me. He's gone 1-1 as well. Dad has gone for 2-1 Southampton, and Marvin has gone for 2-1 Southampton as well. They're both thinking Southampton could bounce back against a weak Newcastle side. Now, the informed team in the league, in my opinion, West Ham, they travel just over the river to Craven Cottage. Well, they don't have to go over the river. They travel to Craven Cottage in London. Now, that is going to be a very close game, I think. West Ham, as much as they are very good, Fulham will be going there in a London derby. They'll be at home. I think they've got the advantage. They'll want all 3 points. That said, I do still think West Ham will be beating them. I think 2-0. Dad agrees with me. He thinks 2-0. Lewis, however, he thinks it'll be a win, clean sheet. He thinks 3-0. Marvin has agreed with me and Dad and said 2-0. Now, the last game of Tuesday night, I believe, is Manchester United at Old Trafford. Same as they were on Tuesday night. They face Everton. Now, that is Manchester versus Liverpool. But it's not the main derby between the two clubs. That said, it's still going to be a big game for both sides. I think Man United will run out winners in this one. I think it'll be 2-1. Lewis has agreed with me. He thinks it'll be 2-1. Dad thinks there's nothing to split the sides. It'll be 1-1. I think the psychological factor will come in. United are just off the back of a 9-0 win. Everton off the back. I think they did win the other day, but 9-0 overrules it. But I just honestly don't think that anyone can match if you've winning 9-0. But Marvin has gone for 3-1 to Manchester United as well. Now we move on to Wednesday night, where Spurs face a trip from West Bromwich Albion. Obviously that is Tottenham Spurs, if you didn't already know, that's their nickname. But I think this one Tottenham will still win after back-to-back losses in the league. One of them coming against Brighton, but I think Spurs are still better than West Brom. West Brom having themselves lost to Sheffield United during the midweek fixtures. As a result, I think Tottenham will win, not by many. I think 3-2. Both defences not the strongest, but I'm going to go for 3-2. Lewis agrees that there will be many goals. He's gone 3-1. Dad doesn't think it will. Dad doesn't think Spurs are good enough. He has gone 1-1. And Marvin has gone for 4-1 to Tottenham. Now we have Wolves, who face a trip from the other Midlands side, Leicester. Now, do I think one of these sides is better than the other one? Not potentially. Both winning their midweek games. As a result, I'm going to go for a ball draw. I'm going to go 0-0. I reckon it'll be a good game, but both defences will just shut each other out. Lewis has gone for the complete opposite, really, of me. He's gone for a lot of goals being in this one. 5-goal thriller. He's gone for a 3-2 Leicester away win. And Dad has gone for a 2-2 draw. Marvin has gone for a 3-1 Leicester away win. I could definitely see that happening. That said, I do think it will be a draw. I'm not saying it'll necessarily be 0-0, but it could be 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. But I think that both sides will shut each other out. Now, a game that should have been the top two playing against each other. It normally is the top two. That is, of course, Liverpool playing Manchester City at Anfield. Now, these two clubs, when they face off, it's normally in a title race. This time it's not so much. Liverpool are 4th, 5th in the league. They just want to get back in that race. They're going to have to beat City on Wednesday if they're going to want any chance of that, and I don't think they can. It's not on Wednesday or Thursday because I'm in my own little world here. It's not midweek. But that said, I don't think either side is necessarily better. I think Man City are better than Liverpool, but Liverpool have a bit of a home advantage, although they have lost the last two at home. I think Liverpool, with the new additions of Ozan Kabak, can now play. At least I think he can now play for them against City. That will tighten their back defence up. I don't think they'll win. I don't think City will win. I think it'll be 2-2, 1 point each. Lewis has disagreed with me. He thinks Manchester City will win 3-1, and Dad disagrees with us both. He's gone once again for a Liverpool win. He thinks it'll be 2-1. Marvin has gone for a 3-1 Manchester City win, the same as Lewis. Now, there's two sides here at completely different ends of the table. Sheffield United at bottom, Chelsea near the top. Now, most teams would say, oh, this will be a battering. Chelsea will hammer them 4-0, Chelsea with the 3-0. But Thomas Tuchel's men are good. That said, Sheffield United are in good form recently as well. I think they've got 9 points out of their last possible 12. Can they do a great escape? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I wouldn't write it off. All three of us have gone for the same result here, and that is 2-1 for Chelsea. I don't think it will be 2-1. I don't think it will be an easy win for Chelsea. I don't think Sheffield United will be out of the game. I think they will get a goal. I reckon possibly it could be 1-0 Chelsea, then 1-1. I wouldn't write Sheffield United off winning the game, though. I wouldn't write Sheffield United off nicking a point, nicking 3 points, because they definitely can do that. Teams at the bottom prove that each and every season. Marvin has gone for a 2-0 Chelsea win. Definitely could happen. I just think Sheffield United will score. Now, the last game of the week takes place at Elland Road. That is on Monday night, where Leeds host Crystal Palace. Now, these two teams are sat in mid-table of late. Not been on great form, with the kind of form where you win, lose, draw one, win another one, draw another one. That's just kind of the form they're on. They're not in bad form. For a promoted team in Leeds and a team that are always kind of there in Palace, it's good form for them. As a result, they're very evenly matched. I'm going to go for a 3-3 draw. Both sides have very good attacks, not so good there at the back. Lewis has gone for a draw as well. He's gone for 2-2. Dad, though, has gone for a Leeds win, as I think he likes their football quite a lot. He's gone for a 3-1 win in Leeds' favour. Marvin, he's gone for a 3-2 Leeds win. I can see that happening. Personally, though, I think it'll just be two sides trying to outscore each other, and they won't do that. Now, thank you for watching this video. That is where match week 23 ends. So, we will be doing another video tomorrow. That will be a preview of Plymouth at home. Please don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. We're 3 away from 400. Can we hit that after the video? If you are new, please subscribe. It means the world to me. As much as you think, oh, maybe, nah, I like the video, but it does mean more to me if I get more subscribers than likes, because that's how YouTube works. Once I said, I'll say it again, 1,000 subscribers, I'll be doing watch-alongs, and it is free at the end of the day. Making me happy, it's free. But I will see you in the next one tomorrow morning.